We are back on Formula Roblox. Let's get into it. So we're starting this race in last place. We missed qualifying, but as you can see on the screen, make sure to subscribe, like, and have your notifications turned on. Make sure to follow my socials that you can see on the side as well, as we're just getting ready now for the final few seconds of this race. But make sure to join my Discord server as well that you can see in there on the left hand side of your screen. The link is in the description. But we need to get ready for the race now. 5 lights are going out. It's lights out and away we go. It's the first time I've ever raced in the wet in this game. We've got a pretty tricky start from P10. We're going to just have to see how far up we can get. I was not taking it cautious into the first corner. We don't want to slide off the track. I was not going through the first corner. Now we haven't made any positions up yet, but we think that could change. We just need to keep a clean race going into trying to get a slipstream off his car ahead of us now. We've made up a few positions already. We're going from P10 to P6, so it's been a pretty good start from us already. It looks like we're going to make one more position up as well, trying to get a slipstream from the car ahead of us. He goes wide, and he's completely missed that corner there. So yes, as you can see, these are pretty tricky conditions. It's very easy to make a mistake, so we just need to make sure that we keep our nose clean and don't make any silly mistakes. And I think if we can do that, if we can keep the car pointed on the track, we could be in for a decent finish here. We're trying to now make a move around Enzo, around the outside who's in P3, and we've made our way up to P4 already. 6 positions gained on the first lap, as we're now trying to get a slipstream from Enzo down this long straight. But we're in the default car, and the 3 cars ahead of us look like they're in a car like above my car, so I don't think that we're going to have the best straight line speed on this server. So it looks like we're going to need to we just need to play our cards right and do some creative driving if we get a really good run out of Ashley Kane. Now we made up 2 positions. Can we keep this going? We got switched back on Enzo. We tapped the wall a little bit. I don't think that's going to change anything now. And that was a great overtake there, double overtake, and now we're released to chase after Boris in P1. But Enzo comes with a dive on him again, but he's run out of road, and we're up into P2. 8 positions gained on the first lap, and now we've got 4 laps to chase after Boris in P1, who looks like he has one of the best cars in the game, and because we're in the default car, it's going to be very hard for us to keep up with him. And we set the fastest lap of the race, nearly 1 second faster than Boris managed in P1, as we now just need to chip away at the 1.5 second gap that we have to Boris in P1, and maybe we can win this race with some skillful driving, as the gap has gone down now by around 0.2 of a second. We're not close enough for a slipstream just yet, so we just need to make sure that we can keep ourselves clean, take these corners nicely, and then we can keep chipping away at the time. As Boris has the purple sector 1 and compared to Alan Green, so he's going faster than us at the moment, so we do need to get a move on if we want any chance of winning this race. I was now following him through this tricky section of the track. I'm going to go for a heavy braking now into this hairpin before we release the car onto a long straight. As we brake a little bit later than he does, and that has brought the gap down to 1.2 seconds. So we gained around 0.4 of a second over the course of this lap. So the gap is now down to 1 second. We are in slipstream territory right now, as we're getting closer to Boris, closer and closer. But it doesn't look like it's going to be close enough. We just need to take a good line through the chicane, which from the previous lap we have been good at. As we now just launch the car through the chicane, and yes, we have got a really good run on Boris from the chicane. Now, can we make the move early on lap 2 of this race? We're trying to go around the outside. He just leaves us enough space. We have to now switch to go down to the inside. This is very close racing between ourselves and Boris, but he's just managed to hold us off, and now we're going to have to wait for another lap to have another chance to overtake him. I was now following him through the last few corners, but he's got a much better exit than we have out of the last corner. We're now just going to have to sit back, collect ourselves, and go for a move again, as we set another fastest lap of the race. So our pace is quite good around here, even though he's in a much better car than us. So we just need to find the right opportunity to go for a move on him. I was now following him now across this first straight, trying to get a slipstream on him. He's not trying to make any attempt of weaving to stop us from getting a slipstream, so this is great for us. This has given us a real advantage now, as we nearly slide off the track there. This rain is really hard. We've never driven in the rain before, but so far we're doing pretty good. But we can switch back on Boris now. Surely we can make the move here, but as I was just saying, the grip is really low. We just slid off the track there. As we're now trying to go for a move on the inside of Boris, trying to brake much later, but we can't get the car turned. But it looks like we've made that move work somehow. Late braking has paid off. But Boris's car is much faster than ours. He's going to have an amazing slipstream down this back straight. He's getting closer. He's gaining so much on us. We can't defend by our job. We're just going to have to let him pass and try and re-overtake him through this chicane, as we've always been good at. We take a more conservative line this time. He's still with us there. We're just now having to navigate these tricky corners. Make sure that he can't go on the inside, but we go a little bit wide through that corner, wider than we would have wanted, and that's giving him an opportunity to slot down the inside. And we now drop back down to P2. We try to get a switch back on him coming out of his corner. We both got extremely close to the wall. And it looks like we've made that move back on Boris. He's trying to come back at us once more, coming out of the final corner, but we have got ahead of Boris now. And we are in the lead of the race on lap 4. There's no weaving, we don't want Boris to have any of our slipstream. There's 2 laps left of this race, early braking for the first corner, keeping it clean. We've gone a little bit wide where we left a gap on the inside, but Boris doesn't go for it, he's being conservative. But from the second corner we go wide, we nearly touched the wall, he's really close to us now, he's on our tail, he's enjoying our slipstream. The timing sheet says that we are absolutely neck and neck, 0.00 seconds. As he's getting really close behind us now, we tapped the wall out of our corner. I'm not sure if that's affected us any and it has. Boris has overtaken us, so a silly mistake by us has cost us the lead of this race, but now we're just going to have to keep ourselves clean and follow Boris for the rest of this race. The gap is now 6 times. Can you make a move on the inside? We're going to go for it into the hairpin. Really heavy braking there. We've outbraked ourselves, we've gone off the track and we've been slowed down, but we're really close to him now. The gap is less than 1/10 of a second, so we're going to have a huge slipstream on this main straight. We just need to sit by him and get drawn in using his car as a slipstream, as an advantage. As we're now getting closer to him, close enough maybe to make a move down the inside at the chicane. We go for a move, late braking, we slow our car down just enough. Great driving to get through that chicane in one piece, and we have made the move, but we go wide again. It looks like we've gone through a puddle there and aquaplaned a little bit, and we tapped the wall. We've lost a load of time to Boris now. The gap is nearly 1 second, and that was a horrible mistake to make so late in the race. But Boris has gone a little bit wide himself there, so we can maybe count on Boris to make a mistake to get the lead back from the race. As we're now going onto the back straight for the final time in this race. We've got a slipstream from Boris. The gap is 0.8 of a second. Is there anything that we can do, any miracle that we can do to make this to get the win of this race, as we go for an absolutely amazing send on the inside, and that's brought us a little bit closer to Boris now. The gap is 0.4 of a second. We're going to get a slipstream onto this first up to this first straight now. We're getting closer and closer to him. We're going to have to maybe make a move into this heavy braking zone. The earlier we can make a move, the better. Let's now try and go down the inside of Boris, get the car slow down in time. And as a purple sector 1 for us, and Boris is set a red sector 1. So we are up on his pace at the moment. We keep the car on the road. We don't start off like we did on the last lap. We've now got a 2/10 advantage over Boris. Early braking for this chicane. Hairpin even, not a chicane. Early braking for this chicane. We don't want to go wide like we did last time. And the gap is now 0.4 of a second. We've doubled our gap on Boris now. We just need to make sure that we can keep him behind on his main straight. We know how good his car is in a straight line, so we just need to check behind us, and yes, we can see he's getting closer and closer. He's getting really close to us now. Is he going to make a move down the inside? This is really close. Dramatic stuff on the final lap of this race. We're going to hear his car in the background. He's getting really close, but the gap is nearly 0.5. We're trying to navigate these tricky corners now with Boris right on our tail. As we take a good line through this corner, we tap the wall a little bit. Maybe it's giving us some damage. You can see he's right behind us now. We're just trying to get through these corners in one piece and bring the car home. As we hit the wall, that was a horrific mistake to make. Has that affected us? Are we going to lose the lead of the race? It doesn't look like it. It looks like we've got everything under control. And yes, we can see the gap for Boris is now 0.8 of a second. So from last place, making up 10 positions, we have finished first with the fastest lap after starting last from missing qualifying. And what a great race that was. Just saying in chat now, great race and great battling from Boris. That was really good racing there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next video tomorrow. Goodbye.